Hello all, my name is Gayathri and today we are going to learn about CPU scheduling. CPU scheduling is basically a process which will run in the CPU while all the other processes are on hold. You can also say CPU scheduling is taking a particular process from the ready queue and fetching it to the run queue for it to execute. Now there are several algorithms which would govern which process should be selected from the ready queue. So we are going to look at one such algorithm which is called as Pre-emptive Priority Scheduling. Now this is a preemptive scheduling algorithm which is based on priority. It means that the process with the highest priority will always be given preference. And if you say preemptive, which means that say a process of lower priority is currently running and a process of higher priority comes in, the lower priority process will be switched out and the higher priority process will be fetched into the run queue. So we'll look at this scheduling with an example. So we have three processes whose arrival time is given. Arrival time is basically when it comes into the ready queue. And burst time is how long the process should execute. And the priority. So the priority over here is in the ascending order, which means that 4 is the highest priority over here. So we'll solve this. First, let's see, at 0, we only have process P1, whose priority is 3, and we don't have any other process to compare its priority with. So we'll let P1 to execute. Now at 2, P2 comes into picture. The priority of P2 is 1, which is less than that of P1. So we are not going to switch it and we let P1 to continue. So P1 will continue. And at 3, P3 comes in. Now the priority of P3 is 4. 4 is greater than 3. So P1 would be switched out and P3 would go in. So at 3, P3 will start to execute. Now at this point, we have all the processes in the queue and we don't have to be preemptive anymore. So the highest priority process is P3 and it executes for 3 units. So it will go until 6. Now after P3 finishes it, the next higher priority is P1. Now P1's execution time is 5. It has already executed for 3 units. So it has 2 more units. So it will go until 8. Now the remaining process is P2. P2 has never been executed. So it will go for 6 units. So it will go for 14 units. So this is how the processes are executed in the run queue in this particular example. So we'll look, now from this we can get the completion time. Completion time is basically when a process completes its execution. So if you see for P1, it completes at 8 over here. And for P2, it completes at 14. And for P3, it completes at 6. From this, we can calculate the turnaround time. Turnaround time is how long the process takes to execute, the complete cycle of a process, from the time it arrives till the time it completes. So you can say turnaround time as completion time minus the arrival time. So we'll get 8, 14 minus 2 is 12, and 6 minus 3 is 3. So if you see, P1 comes in at 0 and finishes its work only at 8. So the turnaround time is 8. The same way, P2 comes in at 2 and completes only at 14. So turnaround time is 12. Now from this, we can calculate the wait time. Wait time is how long the process waits in the queue. For example, P1 over here, it executes for 3 units and it goes back into the ready queue and waits for some time. So that is the wait time. So as I said, turnaround time is the complete time required for the process. So the process will either wait or it will execute. So you can write the turnaround time as the wait time plus the burst time. The waiting time plus the execution time. From this we can get the wait time as turnaround time minus the burst time. Okay. So we have the turnaround time and the burst time. So wait time for process P1 is 3. For P2 is 6 and for P3 is 0. If you see P3, it is the process with the highest priority and the wait time is 0 because as soon as comes in, it starts to execute. And for P1, it executes over here and it waits for 3 units for P3 to complete. So the wait time is 3. So this is how this scheduling algorithm works.